Many of the biggest names in rock and roll launched their careers in West Hollywood. And when they were hungry and wanted a drink, they ended up here at the historic Barneys Beanery, where I met up with Jon D'Amico, who runs Sunset Strip rock and roll tours. Oh my God, here we are. I'm finally taking your tour. Your rock and roll tour.
This is where I start my tour. This is the famous Barney's Beanery. This road outside is Santa Monica Boulevard, also known as Route 66.
Yes.
So at that time period when he opened this, they hadn't built Route 66 all the way down to the Santa Monica Pier. It ended here. So this was literally the end of Route 66. Yeah. Remember, all these people that were coming down Route 66, especially back then, were getting away from like the Depression or the Dust Bowl, or they wanted to start their lives over. So a lot of them were destitute. Barney said, look, I know you're broke, so here's the deal. I'm gonna feed you and you a bowl of my chili on me on one condition. You're giving me your front driver's plate as collateral. When you go onto the roof of the bar, there's all these driver's plates of people who did not get their driver's plates back.
I never knew that story before. That is fascinating.
So it's really kind of cool.
I love that. I also love the music history here at Barney's. At the bar is a plaque where legendary Doors frontman Jim Morrison sat drinking night after night. It's signed by the 3 other band members. The booth where Jon and I met also has some music history. It was where Janis Joplin reportedly had her last meal on October 4th, 1970. A.J. Sacker is Barney's Beanery Director of Operations. Early rock and roll started here, so before Jim Morrison became who he was, or he'd come in here, but then after they became who they were, they still came back.
It's the place where you go when you're just starting out.
Yeah.
And it's the place where you go after you made it, because it doesn't change.
Right.
Jon's rock and roll tour continues with a visit to the Hotel Andaz on the Sunset Strip. It earned the nickname Riot House because of all the rock star antics from bands like Led Zeppelin, The Who, and the Rolling Stones.
Okay. Welcome to the rooftop, the Andaz. Check this out. Woo! Right? Here's a clue of what's going on.
Okay.
All right. So what I do with the guests is my tour guests, I show them the old pictures of what it looked like and how it was, and then I reveal to them that this is the Riot House. So have you ever heard of bands throwing, destroying hotel rooms and throwing furniture out? This is where it happens.
This is it, because those would be the balconies. Here on the roof with the amazing 360 views of LA, we met with Hotel Andaz General Manager Julian Tucker. The Andaz really embraces the rock and roll history here.
Absolutely, it's who we are. This hotel is synonymous with the Sunset Strip and all the crazy stories. I have employees that have been here for 50 years that can tell you stories from back in the day when there was motorcycles riding up and down the hallway and all of these crazy things happening.
It's where Led Zeppelin's Robert Plant stood on the balcony of room 905 and announced to the world that he was a golden god. Director Cameron Crowe was inspired by the events here to do his own version of the famous moment in his 2000 hit film Almost Famous.
I am a golden god!
Rolling Stone's Keith Richards reportedly dropped a TV from room 1015 in 1972.
What we hope to provide is an experience of what real West Hollywood was and is. And always evolving.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can walk away with a little piece of rock and roll when they leave.
And they're learning so much from this one.
Absolutely.
My rock and roll tour with Jon D'Amico continues on Sunset Boulevard near Book Soup. There is an entrance right past that takes you to an incredible bookshop known around the world. I love the little hidden kind of like a speakeasy back here.
Right. Watch your step.
It's the Mystery Pier Books, and it's co-owned by father and son team of Harvey and Louis Jason. Here you'll find thousands of first editions and rare signed books and scripts. So turning behind me, in these incredible cabinets, we have Dickens, we have Hemingway, signed. Everything is signed.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it's signed, yeah.
Let's just travel along here. Oh, signed, inscribed by Houdini.
Yes, by Houdini.
What is that?
These are the first separate printing of Shakespeare's play, 1734. These are inscribed by Queen Victoria. That's Uncle Tom's Cabin, inscribed by Harriet Beecher Stowe.
First edition of Gone with the Wind,
signed by Margaret Mitchell, Clark Gable, and Vivian Lee.
How much is that?
How much is that?
Gone with the Wind is, I think it's 45,000.
45,000.
45,000. Coming in here, it's like a cultural experience. And when you bring your tour in here, they may not buy something, right? But what do they take away when they leave here?
Well, they take away an experience of having been able to see and perhaps sometimes touch and hold books that they'll never see again. Right.
And you allow them to hold them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's nice. You're not word of mouth. You're known in the world.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's God's grace. It's
really
absolutely
is,
God's grace.
Congratulations in
Thank
almost
you so
25
much,
years.
This is probably the coolest place on the planet that no one knows about. And this is why I show this at the end. Let me take you inside.
We're going inside the hotel?
Yeah, we're going inside the Sunset Marquis.
Okay. One of my favorite hotels.
Yeah. So this is where I end the tour.
Okay.
And I take my guests down this hallway and I say, look, there's something special ahead of us. Okay. So I usher them around here and I give them a peek of what is Nightbird Studios.
Okay.
This is where all the magic of music is made in LA. Pretty much every artist you can think of is recorded here. So I take my guests here, I have them stand on each side of the wall, we take a quick picture and we get out of here. So it's really cool.
And guess what?
What?
We're going to go in. I made a couple calls.
What?
And we're going to go in. We're going to go into
My
Nightbird.
God,
Come on,
awesome.
come on.
Yeah.
Mike Aguado of Nightbird Studios was nice enough to give us a special SoCal scene tour of these amazing studios that are rarely open to the public. This is amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, we're literally in the basement of the Sunset Marquis.
Yes.
Right?
No, and that's kind of the response that I get every time is that, oh, there's a recording studio. I bet it's like a dinky little room, you know, with a microphone and a couple speakers. But no, this is like one of the most beautifully designed acoustic spaces in Los Angeles.
In another studio is a $250,000 Steinway piano that was once owned by legendary songwriter Jerry Lieber. His son Jeb Lieber created Nightbird Studios over 25 years ago. So can we hear something like maybe recorded in here?
Sure, yeah.
Oh my God, stay!
Yeah.
No way, here in that piano?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's chilling.
I'll show you the plaque.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Rihanna's gold record is on display with all the other artists who recorded in these state-of-the-art studios. This place goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
This is so cool in
It
here.
is surprising.
It's one of the greatest amenities in any hotel in the world.
It's unbelievable.
In the world.
Yeah.
In the world.
And it's drawn so many incredibly inspiring, creative people to this hotel. Like it just sort of like, they sort of build off of each other. Right.
Yeah. Wow. I'm feeling it. It's the perfect feeling of what incredible music can do. And to think, this great rock and roll history is all right here in West Hollywood.